so I'm going to call the meeting to order of the Munster Board of Safety. We'll have a moment of silence. And we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Somebody muted me. I got muted. Okay, so how do I undo this? I'm gonna leave this one. Okay, so we have we have the minutes of the February through, well, we didn't have any other meetings. So the minutes of the February meeting, do we have anything that anybody wants to say about the consent agenda from the minutes of the February meeting? Oh, wait a minute, then we have to do, sorry, hold on. So the open to the public, there's 2 minutes maximum per person or 5 minutes for a group spokesperson. Please keep comments civil and constructive to public policy issues. The chair at its sole discretion may recognize individuals wishing to speak on different topics at any time and may end the open to the public session. All speakers will be timed by the chair. This portion of the meeting shall not exceed 10 minutes. Since this is all going to be haywire and I can't think about everything, I'm going to appoint Mike Clark to be the keeper of the clock and the Sergeant at Arms of the speaking. Okay, Mike?
Not a problem.
Mike, did you disappear? That's good.
No, I'm here.
Not a problem.
I will do it. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear Mike.
Yeah.
Is everybody, do you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I hear you.
No?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Dave?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
because I don't hear anybody.
No.
Somebody say something.
Say
Lauren,
something.
this is Mike
This is
Clark.
Jerry.
I will be Sergeant of Arms.
Somebody say something so I can see if I hear anybody.
You hear anything?
We are.
Ryan. We are.
You can't hear anything, Doc.
We're all on the conference call also.
How about now? Somebody say something.
Yeah. Can you
Yes.
say something? This is Jerry. Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me now? Turn your volume up.
I could have done my phone, but that's okay. Sorry. I didn't think of the last week.
Okay. So I'm leaving the meeting on this other one.
Lauren, you have to turn one of your connections off because there's all kinds of feedback.
Yeah, I got rid of it. I don't know why I could not hear you. I could see everybody.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, but now I don't see anybody.
Yeah.
There it
You
goes.
don't need to see me.
Okay. So did you guys hear me give that?
Yeah,
Yes.
Lauren, this is Mike Clark. Yes, I agree to thank you.
Okay. So now we got to go back. Now I got to find my minutes. But I think now we go to, so I've read that thing. Does anybody have anything to say about the about the, was there anybody to speak? Anybody who's on this thing that's public that wants to talk? Guess not. Okay, then anybody want to say anything about the consent agenda? Anybody?
I move this, accept the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Anybody against? Okay, so
Lauren,
that,
Lauren,
yes.
you got to actually have a roll call vote when you're doing a Zoom meeting. So
Okay.
all those in favor, you've got to actually call the names.
Okay, so Linda,
Aye, or yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4 ayes, no nays. Then I gotta get back to my agenda here. Hang on 1 second. What's the next thing on the agenda until I find this thing?
The Superior monthly reports for February, March, April, May, and June.
Okay, so Linda and Jerry, do you want to, I know you've reviewed them, I know you've sent out letters and you've spoken to them, so do you want to report on that?
Well, I really don't have much more to say
Well,
in addition.
Just repeat what you sent out, that's all.
Okay, well, I sent an email on the 13th when I thought we were having our meeting last Thursday, which states, after reviewing the February through June ambulance reports, Jerry Baffa and I find that the service Superior provides to the residents of Munster is commendable. I did question a few trips with longer response times and received satisfactory explanations from Dave Faber, Executive Director, and Jeff Collins, General Manager. So I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. That a couple of flubs were due to Spillman issues. And I don't know, it looked pretty good. I went back this morning and looked at the average response time and patient time, and everything was really, really good. The 1 month that was up a little bit, but not over the limits by any means, was May. The response time was just over 4 minutes, and all the other months it was 2.5 to 3. So I'm not sure what was going on in May, but it was just a little bit slower.
Okay,
That's it.
so can I have we already voted that in? No, does that have to be voted on, Dave?
The motion to accept the reports.
Okay, can I have a motion to accept the report from Linda and Jerry?
Yes.
So Jerry moves. Mike, you second it? Mike, you second it? Lost Mike. Mike?
Yes, Mike will second it.
Okay, so then, Linda, how do you vote?
Yes.
Jerry?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
And I vote yes, so that's 4-0. Also, I think we have to vote to accept the minutes of the prior meeting, like the January meeting, no?
No, we would have done that in February.
Consent agenda covers all that.
Okay, what about to accept the minutes of the February meeting?
That's in the consent agenda.
That's part of the consent.
Okay. Items for action and discussion. So,
You're getting out of the swing of it. See, you don't have a couple of
I
minutes.
know.
You got to get
I
really
know.
quick.
well, I saw these, I got it on 2 computers and you guys changed the rules on me. So, so we're up to Chief's comments?
We are.
Okay, so do you have anything to say, Steve? Right, Steve? I don't hear anything.
I don't hear him either.
Steve's muted. That's why you don't hear him.
Can you hear me?
Now we
Yes.
can.
Yes.
There you go.
So we issued a numbered memo, 20-02, just exempting our VIPs and our reserve officers during the COVID crisis. As you know, a lot of them are in the more fragile age group. And so we exempted them from their mandatory hours during the COVID. Other than that, everything's going well. With the crime being down, mask order, we're not going to be out enforcing masks as the governor requested on a basis of we're not going to be writing everybody in the world a violation because it's a Class B misdemeanor. But if we do get called for other things and have to take enforcement action, we'll add that to the enforcement action.
Okay.
Everybody,
Can the businesses require that you wear a mask
yes, and they
and
have.
refuse
They could refuse
your
service.
admission? Okay.
Go
Yes.
ahead,
Dave?
Dave.
I would just say, and Steve and I haven't had a chance to talk about this, that order is pretty fresh. But the way I would read it is that the businesses are required to have their patrons and employees wear a mask. They could ask them to leave. And if the patron doesn't leave and becomes belligerent, they now become a trespasser. So there is that enforcement. You know, obviously if a business wants to push it and patron wants to push it, you know, theoretically we could get called on that.
No, that's what I said. We'll go when we're called. The action, though, will be subsequent to any other action we take. So the business has all the right in the world to refuse service to the customer. If we're called there, yes, they would be trespassed.
What was the exact issuance that Holcomb sent out? Because I didn't read it.
You can read it on, his comments are on in.gov if you want to read them.
Steve, has the executive order, didn't he say he's actually writing the words of the order today, or did he write it yesterday?
I was under the assumption he already wrote the order last night, but
Okay.
I know I watched part of his press conference, and he did allude to the fact that it would be posted. I was under the assumption that it's already on the Indiana State government website.
So, I mean, is he saying that it's a requirement for everybody must wear
I believe
a
he
mask?
said it was going to be a Class B misdemeanor if you're not wearing your mask in public, which
Okay,
is a lot higher than an infraction.
so that pretty much means you're supposed to wear it.
Correct.
Okay, well, anybody have anything else to say about that? Then we'll move on to Dave.
I didn't read the whole article, but I believe our Attorney General Hill says that it's unconstitutional or whatever the wording is.
Okay. So, Dave, you have anything from the fire department?
Well, just, we're, the last, I would say April, May, but we only were getting 30 calls a month. We've jumped back up to near 80, which is what we run generally 70 to 80. So we have seen that go up. We have 8 people that are on medical leave, which hasn't hurt at all. We're still able to maintain good activity. And 2 of them out of that medical are just 2 individuals that have decided that due to the COVID, they don't want to be participants for a while because of family issues. So that we have to honor. And We have the 5 gentlemen that were in the academy. The academy's back up and running again. They'll be graduating in September. They're doing real good. The COVID has kind of have closed them down a little bit, but they're back up and running. And I don't know if this is on the new business, but ISO rating came back that we had graded for back in December, and we have dropped a point to a class 3 department, which is probably, I would say, out of the state, there's 20 departments. So now we're under that rating right now. So should have dropped the insurance probably 2 to 3% on businesses. So that I think is a real plus. We've been a 4 for the last 15 years. So I'm very proud of how our team has got together and worked together to get that 3. And I think so highly of the guys because it takes a lot of work to get through that way in the States. So I think very proud of that. Very proud of that. Other than that,
Good job, Dave.
Very nice.
Yes, nice. So does that affect private insurance, or should we just check with our own companies?
I think it depends. It's more for business, but residential can sometimes the insurance, it's all on the insurance company to decide to do this. This won't be in effect until October, but I figured I'd let you guys be aware that this has come through, but it won't go into effect until then.
So can you put out some kind of just an official letter that individuals could then use to send to their insurance companies?
Correct. I didn't want to put that out until October, but I just thought I'd give you a preempt that we just received that 2 weeks ago. So, but it doesn't go into effect, so I don't want to put it out until October, until officially it's documented. So.
Okay, so as soon as it is, somehow send it out or put it on everywhere you can.
Oh yeah.
In the town and whatever, so that we can use it.
Definitely. It'll be in the newsletter, it'll be in the paper. We'll do all that. Definitely.
Okay. Is there any board comment from anybody? Linda?
A couple of, no, just general board comments. I don't have any.
Okay. Dave? I mean, Jerry?
Yeah, I met with Joe Silas. He was so kind to deliver the report to my house, a hard copy. And I guess the early months of this COVID stuff, they were really slow, and then all of a sudden it picked up again. So they're doing well, and they're doing a good job.
Okay. And Mike, any comments?
Yeah, I do have a general comment, and this is more directed to Steve. I spend at least 5 days a week, maybe more, in Centennial Park. And that is in the morning, either running or walking, or in the evening at the same with my family, and I golf over there a lot. It's great that the park's being used. I just like to bring to attention the number of people in that park. And I've seen, honestly, limited patrol or police activity, by us, and I've seen a lot of people over there. The other thing, in talking to the golf workers who bring the golf carts out at 6:30 or 5:30 in the morning, or actually lock up, it is a place of business with cash, they are getting a little fearful there because of the activity and have had run-ins or either early in the morning or later in the evening. So I would just think that we should have it on our radar, the amount of activity and the amount of people since COVID, and especially since Illinois opened late parks, the number of people that are in our park.
Yeah, Mike, we have a meeting tomorrow. I spoke with Leanne at the department heads meeting and then on the phone afterwards yesterday. I can tell you Lieutenant Broman has assigned extra patrols there. We've made several arrests for marijuana, their cars, and we're having a meeting tomorrow, hopefully with members of the park board also, to discuss further action there.
I appreciate that, Steve. And if you want support or me in a meeting or anything from me, please let me know. Like I said, I'm a heavy user of that area, and anything we can do to make sure that I'm comfortable taking either my younger kids, my wife on a walk, or just being there and hearing from people who work in there and seeing it myself. It's actually becoming overused, and I've seen a lot of nonsense.
Well, everything's on the table, Mike, right now. Obviously, because we have to limit the number of people who can actually meet, but that is on the radar screen, and every option's on the table right now. At least that was my last conversation with council, and they reached out to one or two members of the park board just to get them on board.
Great.
Okay. So, so that's everybody spoke. So can I have, the next meeting, I don't know that we'll have one in August to just have it because there's not much going on. So
That would be, if you choose to have an August meeting, Nancy's telling me it'd be August 20th.
right, the morning of the third Thursday, but I'm not going to just have it to have it because we've cleared up the past few months. We work day to
Why
day.
don't,
What?
can we keep it open and make a
Right.
To be determined decision
That's what I said.
a week or so in advance? Okay.
Yeah, I just said that's the date. I'm not going to move it to a different date. If we're going to have it,
Got
it'll
it.
be on that date. But if there's nothing to say, there's no point to have it just to have it. And it might not be able to be. When's this computer stuff change, Dave? Is that got to be reissued?
Good. Yeah, if I had my crystal ball, I'd be able to tell you, but it's supposed to end August 3rd. But my suspicion will be that it keeps going for a while.
Yeah, I mean, if you got
He'll
this
write
up
an
for-
executive. He'll write an executive order right around the 1st or 2nd of August.
Okay. So, okay, so then that'll be if we have a meeting, unless there's an emergency meeting, we'll have it on that day. And if we have to have it, hopefully it's still on the Zoom. And that'd be it. So can I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
Second
Jerry?
it.
I'll second. Okay, good.
Lots of seconds. All those in favor? We got to vote, I guess. Linda?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. So that's 4-0. We'll see you next month or September. Okay?
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Next.